Hello, whoever is watching this. I am Lauren. Obviously, you already know that. And if you don't know that, my name is Lauren. I'm so awkward. I'm a radio DJ for 103.7 WMGM Rocks. I do that on the side. I have not been working there. Well, I am still employed, but I have not been on the air since first week of January because I've been dealing with a disaster. So I'm going to tell you about this disaster. Honestly, I wasn't sure if I really wanted to put this out there because it's just so messed up. But this isn't for pity. This is to raise awareness for vestibular migraines. Okay. So I got diagnosed with something called vestibular migraines. I don't have headaches. I don't like the word migraine. It's more than a headache. Okay. That pisses me off. So I'm not going to go into detail with all the different doctors that I went to. Let's just say about 10 of them who misdiagnosed me. I'm going to write a book about that one day and you'll learn there. But basically, leading up to this, I was not feeling right. Feeling really off balance, just not right, no other way to describe it. And I woke up in September, second week of September, with the room spinning, and I haven't been the same since. I feel like I'm constantly moving. I feel like I'm floating. I feel like I'm on a dock. I feel like I'm on a rocking boat. Then I get these attacks randomly where I feel like I'm on straight up drugs and everything's moving with the vertigo. My eyes sometimes don't focus right. They like bounce out of my head. Sometimes I do get a little bit of pain on my head, like right here and a little bit on the back. I get brain frog. See, there you go. Brain frog. I got brain fog. I twist like my words and shit around. I get nauseous sometimes. And I just feel like I'm in a dream world, basically. And so this actually has really been going on for like since 2017, 2016. I started experiencing some of these symptoms, basically just the off balance feeling. And doctors were like, oh, it's probably a virus. And like, I did all these inner ear exercises and they're like, oh, it's a virus. I had all this testing done. Scary ass shit, too. Also, I'm going to write a book about all the shit that I've gone through with this. And by the way, right now, I'm literally like, I have a long way to go. But I just want to explain what's going on. So anyway, like years ago, they're like, virus, blah, blah. And then like I did these exercises and then like it kind of went away. But the only symptom I had felt at the time was like feeling off balance. And like a little bit of other like visual, like things with visual, like just sometimes too much visual stimulation would screw with me, I guess. So, like that went away after like 8 months and I was still able to live my life, go to the bar, hang out with my friends, drive a car, be like a normal person, And then like towards the end of last year, I started feeling weird again and was kind of just dealing with it. And honestly, like I was kind of drinking a lot and that was like helping me feel less off balance. But in reality, I think that it was actually not good for it. So, yeah, this is actually kind of difficult to talk about, but I'm just doing it anyway, because I just don't give a shit. I've been, like, confined in my house for the last 6 months. Woke up in September, room was spinning. Every doctor was saying, oh, it's the ear crystals, it's your ear crystals. It wasn't my freaking ear crystals. Finally got diagnosed by the top guy in country, 2 top guys in the country, that I have something called vestibular migraines. Don't get headaches, like I said. And it's like 1% of the population. It's really screwed up, honestly. Really screwed up. And making this video to raise awareness. Don't really remember if I just said that. That's another thing. Like, my memory's shot from all of this. I'm also nervous, and you get a lot of anxiety and stress, which makes everything worse. You can have certain food triggers. I've eliminated a bunch of stuff for the last 6 months, and before they even diagnosed me, because I knew that this is what I had, even though all the doctors were saying you don't have that, but yeah, you gotta be your own health advocate. Don't think food is a really trigger for me unless, like, maybe it's MSG, which don't have any of that. Well, I mean, obviously I have some of that. There's MSG in, like, everything, but hormones can screw with you. Weather. I'm a walking barometer. When the pressure goes up and down and up, and yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen every day, and I wake up and I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't feel like explaining the whole story, because who wants to listen to this? I know your attention span's probably like, because mine is. But let's just say I quit my full-time job, stressing me out. I didn't work at the radio station for all of September, and then I went back, I think, on Halloween. And then I worked up until January 3rd. And, that was the only time I was leaving the house, on the weekends, to do that. And to go to my boyfriend's house. That's it. Only places I'd go. And at that point, I'm like 30% better. Just like 40% better. Just literally doing this just to, like, I need to get out of the house, It's like I'm walking around like I'm on drugs, and I feel so off balance, and it's like so screwed up, honestly. But anyway, like, my doctor put me on some medicine, and it's supposed to help this like 24/7 migraine cycle. And January 3rd, that's when I had a really bad attack, just out of nowhere. I was done my show at the station, and all of a sudden, like, it felt like I was being thrown to the floor. Like, other things that bother me. I have bad light sensitivity, sound sensitivity. I've always actually been really sensitive to smells. Apparently, that's a symptom of migraine. I'm so fidgety because I'm getting anxious for no reason, and I'm actually getting dizzy when I move my head. There's so many things to describe this thing as. There's so many different symptoms. It's just really fucked up, put it lightly. And I'm making this video to create awareness that, be your own health advocate, okay? Just because someone's a doctor doesn't mean they know shit. It's because this stuff is not in textbooks. It's bullshit. And it really pisses me off. Because now I have to play this game where I see how long it takes for this medicine to kick in. And, like, the last 2 days, I felt, like, better. I really did. And then last night, all of a sudden, the room's spinning. Yeah. And today, I was trying to meditate, and all of a sudden, the room's spinning. So, I don't know. How good am I from 1 to 10? I don't really know, but I'll make a video again in 6 months from now and let you know how I'm doing. Hopefully, I can be back on air sometime this month, regardless how I'm feeling, because I don't do much of anything. And add the pandemic on top of all of this, and going to 1 million doctors, add that scary thing in there, and doing tests, spinning around in a chair with a mask on. Real cool. So, yeah, it's just been rough, but I believe that bad can't last forever, and certain things happen in your life to make you stronger, and I've been through a lot of things in my life, and if I can go through this is straight hell. I can get through anything. Like, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, honestly. So yeah, you can look fine. Do my makeup. I actually put way too much eyeliner on, but yeah, you can look fine, but I feel like shit. So yeah, gonna get better. In the meantime, I'm just gonna play with my pen. That's it.